You have to be aware of the.
Awesome.
Yeah.妈妈，为什么你们被引导到这里？对不起，不是。历史。哎，为什么妈妈会躲在这里？在这里。我在等一下。因为那个现在前面有位置的，前面有位置的两个位置，帮你安排一下。对，前面。旁边本来的位置也有。
妈妈要拿东西，你跟着妈妈。
急着。
其实位置也不错。
来，妈妈，这两瓶水我帮你带着。
好啊，好啊，谢谢。
您先，我呢？这边。然后因为是看到您这边，然后跟爸爸这里，对不对？对，弄错了，对不起。对，好，那你把手放手里，那就。哎，为什么后面没有人了？好，太好了，然后就带回去。刚刚好像开头没有讲好。
本来就没有钱。
爸爸会受不了。
从这里进去，这样有雅一些。 我们在等我们的毕业生们会到会场来就座，再等一下下啊。好，先跟宝宝妈妈说一下，会场这边后面有洗手间，那您座位上帮你准备水，可以多补充水。稍等一下，我们可以毕业生马上就上来了。好，各位社长，还有我们董事长，还有各位家长们，还有各位毕业生们，大家午安！非常高兴，亚伯拉罕其实已经度过25年的生日了，然后也没有那么多届的毕业典礼，25届的成果展了。但是呢，今年这个成果展现在我们是把它就是单纯的就是主持今年的这个毕业典礼。那非常高兴在这么特别的时候，我的讲话有泪点。好，我讲慢一点。我再说一次，非常高兴，非常欢迎各位爸爸妈妈们今天到现场来。那今天就像我刚才跟校长说，就像我们家里办喜事一样，要不然其实有点紧张，我也不知道为什么这么紧张。好像也没有要放榜啊，因为你们都知道结果了嘛，对不对？国中好像都考得很理想哦，哈。好，所以呢，我们今天呢就要开始今天的毕业典礼。那在典礼开始之前，我想确认这个背景音乐可以关掉吗？好，然后再来想确认，家长们，你们有把你们的手机那个直播连接发给你们的亲朋好友了吗？都发了啊！我们希望更多人跟我们一同今天能够参与这个线上的毕业典礼。那我们今天是在实体。那同时也麻烦您就先把手机关静音。好，太好了，那我们都准备就绪了。那我们就来开始进行今天的毕业典礼。首先在一开始，我们要先介绍今天的第一组的英文小主持人。那他们会是Grade 3的Ethan Wu 跟我们的 Sophia Ho， 我们掌声欢迎小主持人们。
Ladies and gentlemen, teachers and friends, a warm afternoon to you all. Welcome to the graduating class of 2022. We are delighted to see you all join us today to celebrate our 19th graduation ceremony. My name is Ethan. I am humbled and honored to be your host for this momentous occasion.
It is a pleasure and a privilege to be hosting this year's prestigious event. My name is Sophia. From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to welcome all families, friends, students, and teachers to help us kickstart the ceremony.
We are both very proud to be your hosts for this splendid afternoon and deeply appreciate your participation. Dear parents, it seems unbelievable that a whole academic year has flown by just like that. Time flies so fast that it seems like only yesterday had been the first day of the first semester.
With month-long preparation and anticipation, as well as the numerous rehearsals and revisions you have practiced, all the hard work will finally bear fruit today. We look forward to seeing you all become the best version of yourselves.
To our graduates, heartfelt congratulations to you today and best wishes for all your tomorrows. Today is, without a doubt, the first of many proud, joyful moments to come.
My dear graduates, throughout these years, you have grown into bright, young individuals who I strongly believe are ready to take on the world. Let us rejoice in celebrating the next chapter of your lives.
We applaud you for your remarkable resilience and woeful determination in the time of stress and challenges. We also like to show our massive gratitude to our parents. Without their love, blessing, and support, our achievements would not have been possible.
In order to instill a sense of accomplishment and inspiration to our graduates, let us welcome our beloved Principal Grace to offer us an invocation.
不用了 ，OK， 好。这样每天都有一些不断的变化哈。刚才1个小时前预备的，1个小时后又改变了，所以谢谢各位的家长，今天在这样子的一个中午啊，下午的时间来到这里，就像刚才我同事说的，就是在家中办喜事，有一点点激动。激动的原因是，原本我们希望是在没有疫情的这样子的一个情况下，能够在这个松烟成品啊办毕业典礼。可是因着疫情的缘故，原本连今天这样子的一个聚会啊，可能都不允许。可是实在是思前想后，顾到孩子也顾到家长的心啊，所以怎么样我们都希望能够把这个事情办得好啊，然后让大家有一个很好的一个回忆。所以今天呢，就地方不大，但是呢，重要的人都到了啊，重要的人都到了。就是毕业生的家长，当然我们也有人数的限制，也希望你们能够包容啊，因为场地还有这个疫情的缘故，实在没有办法让更多的人来。但是就像透过现在的科技，我们希望透过这个 YouTube 可以让想看的人都可以看见。那无论如何，我要讲的是，因为疫情大家都许久不见，对不对？都许久不见吧？其实你们戴上口罩。其实有些家长我还真认不出来你是谁。如果是同事的话啊，还有刚进来的小朋友，他们等于一进来就2、3年，疫情已经3年了。如果2年前进来的脱下口罩，我真的不晓得他是谁。大家有没有这样的经历？如果你的同事或者是这2、3年我们全程都戴着口罩，似乎真的是把我们这美好的脸孔啊都给遮蔽了。但是在亚伯拉罕，我们的热情从来没有减少过，所以我们真的是很喜乐，在今天能够跟大家聚集在我们的7楼这样的一个展演厅，来让小朋友还有家长们能够有个很好的一个下午啊。其实要说的东西很多，我也没有什么准备，但是我只想要说，这是一个看起来是一个毕业典礼，但是其实是一个另外的一个起点，一个开始。所以不论今年是不是考上好的初中，但是都是一个非常重要的一个里程碑。那幼稚园部也是如此。我相信在这里很多爸爸妈妈一定，我要讲的是我很感谢爸爸妈妈，因为如果没有你们的配合，这个事情是难成的事情。亚伯拉罕不是吃素的，对不对？大家都知道能完成亚伯拉罕2年，甚至有8年，这个简直是。一般人来讲是实在是不太可能的事情，但是终究你们都做成了啊！在座的今天的家长，你们都做成这件事情，所以我在这里还是要代表学校非常非常深深的谢谢你们长期以来对我们的肯定还有支持。好，那因为节目啊很应该是说是巧而精彩啊，虽然我没有办法在大的场地呈现。那刚才我修正一下 Miss Janice， 其实今年是24年，迈向25年，明年才是25年，亚伯拉罕的25年。所以我也在思考，明年啊，不管疫情怎么样，我们都要把它登上大舞台，啊，管他的啊，就是这个实在让人很憋气啊，在这样的一个场地里头，当然了，小有小的美啊，小有小的美，小有小的巧， 刚才家长非常体恤，他说我们小，但是办的事情是一样的大啊。我们基本上我们这些配备我们都把它备齐了，所以希望家长在这样子的一个午后，能够尽情的来享受这样的一个下午。然后还有我们老师们带着孩子们的这些节目，当然我们还有很重要的嘉宾的致辞。所以在这里先预祝所有的家长你们都平安喜乐。然后身体都一定要健康。好，谢谢。
谢谢校长，还有谢谢各位爸爸妈妈们。好，那接下来呢，我们就是会有第二组的英文小主持人。真的，亚伯拉罕是真的所谓的停课不停学，我们真的没有一天停止上课。而且很神奇，其实在疫情开始之前，我们也不知道会有线上上课这件事。但是，一旦疫情宣布要线上上课，亚伯拉罕是没有时差的，马上就可以线上上课。那这些孩子们，他们也很用力，他们本身还不是毕业生。那当然，这2位刚好他们是今年是小6哦，他们也是要往国中，但是还不是 Everett 的毕业生。可是他们也非常努力的把他们的台词说好来。然后今天我们第2组的小主持人就是站在这里许久的 Grade 4的 Kinsley， 还有我们 Grade 5的 QB， 我们欢迎 Kinsley QB。
Once again, we are here because of our dear parents. They are lifetime teachers beyond the classroom. It is our honor to invite the parents of the graduating class to share what's on their minds throughout these years.
Now, we have one of our graduates' parents who are here to share their experience and thoughts about their children's journey at Abraham.
First, let's welcome our grade 6 graduate parent, Mr. Zhang.
OK， 欢迎今年grade 6的毕业生Ian张的吧。
各位对不起，校长啊，各位亚伯拉罕的老师跟行政人员，大家好。然后还有各位家长、各位毕业的同学，大家好。那我刚刚才知道我是第一个讲，而且只有5分钟所以我讲几个重点。那第一个，我觉得就像6年前送我儿子Ian来，还有我女儿 Elsa 也在这。那个时候呢，其实会来亚伯拉罕，纯粹一个很简单的原因，因为家里住附近。但是我要说，经过这6年Ian在语文能力，在他学习态度上的加强，那我觉得我不能说送来亚伯拉罕是正确的决定，我应该说是非常非常非常正确的决定因为这6年看他白天念公立小学的课本，那晚上还有亚伯拉罕这边的课程那觉得他很努力的在做。那我觉得亚伯拉罕这边的学校老师也好校长也好，那除了给他很好的一个工具语文教育这些，那也给他很好的一个生活态度。我看到的是，因为他在家里都很自制的就把功课拿起来写。我不知道是因为没写的话这边没饭吃吗所以他就很努力的完成了所以第一个当然谢谢老师，谢谢学校们那第二个呢，有一些话想要跟毕业生的家长也分享一下。那我觉得就像我的小孩跟各位的小孩大家的小孩其实都是我们心中最珍贵、独一无二的那当父母的，像我呢，其实我同事都觉得我是虎爸但我不觉得，我觉得我很和蔼可亲但我想说的是说，每个人的小孩都有他独到的地方、特别的地方。那我们当家长的，就是好好的给他很好的资源陪伴他，不管他的功课今天是好100分，还是今天是80分，像Ian常考100分，那美美常考80几分，那都是我最亲爱的小孩。对，我们就是陪伴着他。那再来呢，也有一些话想跟毕业生讲那因为有的很小，他可能觉得我在讲外星语，那我就讲给G6跟G8的毕业生听。那你们就是跟我们眼里一样，都是最独特珍贵的。那希望未来你们会面临新的旅程有人上国中、上高中，那你们都会带着在亚博这边学习到的一个态度跟精神那我相信这边你们都撑得过的，未来应该也都撑得过。好，那最后呢，其实真的是谢谢谢谢学校。 那当然，我最后一段话是跟我儿子伊人讲，哦，那恭喜你 G6 毕业了，哈，但也恭喜你又要读 G7 了，哈，所以呢，可能也会读 G8，哈，那所以。要好好的跟亚博的老师谢谢，那因为他们可能还要陪伴你1、2年，那也谢谢校长，谢谢老师，哦，以后在1、2年的时间，再让伊人更加的成长，更加的茁壮，好，谢谢大家，谢谢。
Thank you so much for your insightful talk, Mr. Zhang.
Our next honorable guest has been with us for 8 long years. Her child started off as a K1 student. Unfortunately, they could not become part of these graduates this year. But here they are. We've invited them to come as a part of this Abraham faculty. I can't wait to hear what Ms. Wang has to say.
Let's welcome our next grade 5 parent, Ms. Wang.
Richard 妈妈。大家午安，我是 Richard 的妈妈。然后，对我来之前我有准备，然后我本来想说我可能用不到，因为我一看到校长我就想哭，所以我要忍住。还是有一些心情想跟大家分享。那 Richard 是 G5，那其实在亚伯拉罕已经8年了。那其实因为学制的关系，所以我们今年其实是 G5的身份进行毕业。但这8年里面，我大概想跟大家分享几件事情，就是。其实刚刚跟校长提到怎么找到亚伯拉罕的，我常常在想，如果我的人生都可以像这样做事，我应该会成功。他2岁的那一年的某个晚上，我心想说，好吧，来找个幼稚园吧。我就打开了 Google， 然后不瞒大家说，我总共把 Google 翻了89页，里面的每一个连结我都点进去看。看完之后，我锁定了几个学校，军格，然后俄福、亚伯拉罕跟艾利。然后第3个我来到了亚伯拉罕。那其实来亚伯拉罕，那当下我在那个慎重的家长说明会吓到我，很慎重。那我就说心想原来我就是传言中名校的 interview 就是这样吧。好，我就默默的一个人坐在角落。然后当时我印象很深，有一对年轻的夫妻，应该年纪比我轻一点，他们就跟校长问他有没有想来，他说他们2夫妻。毕竟所有的心力赚钱，会选择好的学校把孩子送进去，希望孩子可以在那里学到他该学的东西。跟这个 girls 跟他说这样吗？你们不要来。那个年轻的父母亲吓到，他说从您刚刚的描述里面，我非常清楚你非常用力在赚钱，但如果你进 Abraham 的心态，没有想跟我们一起跟着孩子成长，那请不要把孩子送进来。我当下就想然后其实不瞒大家说，是最后决定入学看到学费单的那一下，那一刻我想到校长你把这样的钱推出去吗？你确定吗？对，那其实那一天来我把这个 interview 回家之后，我就立马跟我先生说，我一定要读亚伯拉罕，然后我把理由告诉他，然后回家告诉我的公婆，我提这个 proposal， 打，为什么Richard 要来亚伯拉罕一个没有运动场的学校？然后他们说是补习班，我说不是，是学校，所以他就来了。所以他从 K1 直到现在，这样8年过去，那其实这里面大概可以学到的东西，我想现场很多家长我们都点击在心头。那这里面其实这一路以来，我觉得除了学校的投入之外，还有我们5个家长的互相扶持，我想跟这边谢谢他们，包括 Amy， 然后 Tyra、Jimmy， 还有 Riona。那其实我们5个父母亲，我跟大家不瞒大家说，我们平常没有什么往来，我们连 LINE 都没有哦，我们是今年才加的，我都号称我们叫做接小孩的时候的点头之交，真的是点头之交，然后知道是谁的父母，但我们其实从来没有在私底下任何的联系，但我们每年都透过每年的亲师会，我们会聚在一起，然后聊聊孩子在学校有公立学校的挑战，那晚上在亚伯拉罕。心理上、生理上的挑战，然后我们就互相砥砺彼此。我们要撑下去，一起毕业好吗？然后所以其实每年的这个时刻，我们就很像被打了那个强心针，要继续撑下去，因为真的蛮不容易的，身心荷包都是很大的挑战。对大家来讲，一定是这个感受。所 所以其实这5年，我们5个这样一路走过来，那结伴同行这一段，其实我想也是跟今天有幸可以被受到邀请在这里的一个小小的原因。然后所以如果大家来问我，在亚伯拉罕，我最常听到，我不知道大家是不是常常听到，大家说啊，所以 Grace 阿纪，你儿子在亚伯拉罕上英文补习班啊，每天都去上英文补习班。然后我跟大家说，不瞒大家说，我就会翻白眼。我内心翻白眼，当然翻到火地岛再翻回来，我就讲，我说不好意思 ，Abraham 不是补习班 ，Abraham 是每天让孩子们用英文在学知识的地方。他的教材是透过一个系统化的方式去做结构。那我其实不相信台湾的教育制度，但因为我不送孩子去，我得把他送到国外去，我舍不得，所以他得留在这里。所以我在台湾的公立学校到目前为止，我想的就是平平安安去上学。平平安安回来就好，我期待值非常非常低，但我对 Abraham 的期待其实很高，因为我知道他在这里除了用每天用英文在学习知识之余，他还在学习负责任、尽本分、守秩序，对吗？那我想这些东西其实都是我一直告诉我自己，这是 Richard 可以带在身上一辈子的保障。那可能在成绩上没有到非常拔尖，但我一直很相信，我们终究会把它带到一个我希望它可以达到的地方。这里面我们不一定会是最好的那一个，但一定是它最好的那个表现，这是我的内心之期待。所以这些年开始跟大家推荐亚伯拉罕，然后大家就会说，哎，亚伯拉罕，你会怎么推荐？你会怎么描述他？我就会先说，我先跟你说哦，这里很严厉哦。他们说很严厉，我说你有可以想象学校规定你要用一样的书包、一样的铅笔盒，里面只能有3支笔吗？然后小女孩不能穿蓬蓬裙，绑得漂漂亮亮来。他们就讲，现在学校管这种事吗？我说有，我说这也是当初我选择亚伯拉罕的原因。我希望他们都是在学习这件事情上，我们不需要这些华丽的这一切，而且就是我会告诉孩子们说，这些都不是你的，这些是爸爸妈妈赚的。跟你无关的，而且这些你不应该在你身上出现。最后我会告诉他们说，除了非常严厉这件事情之外，请不要想着孩子交到学校是孩子的事，我们各自要互相的来做一些配合。然后接下来我就会说，亚伯拉罕对我来说，好哦，是一个充满爱、很相信的地方。不好意思，我要跟着学校，不是地方。那我想，这个学习除了Richard大家之外，然后我自己也学习很多，我们家庭也学习很多，我有准备，谢谢。然后最后呢，我要恭喜毕业生完成在亚伯拉罕的学习历程，然后你们做到了，然后我要跟所有毕业生的家长们互相取暖。我们撑到孩子们做完这件事情，我们怎么那么棒啊？然后上来从头哭到尾，然后想说，哎呀，所以我跟 Janice 说，我期间有幸被邀请在这里来，我想代表大家一起跟，对不起，亚伯拉罕的所有的团队，说声谢谢。
非常感谢。我刚才跟Richard 的妈妈比较特别，因为其实我们的 Abraham 的学制一直本来是 K1、K2、Grade 1和 Grade 6，那 Richard 他们这一届刚好遇到我们有改制，我们做了一个 AA 班，所以他们本来今年应该是 Grade 6毕业，但是他们当时也是照着学校的，因为其实亚伯拉罕不是一成不变的地方，我们一成不变的可能是校长的爱很多，泪点很低，然后我们的一成不变可能是我们有一样的水杯、书包、制服。但是我们其实很常做很多的改变，那包括说我们这样学制的改变，但是家长们也都配合，所以今年Richard 虽然是 Grade 5，但是在中文小学身份已经小6，那他也考上了理想的私中这样子，所以
8年来没有给学校做。
对，其实我们有很多家长是这样子，我真的有很多的爸爸妈妈是小孩子来这边6年8年，没有跟亚伯拉罕打过，没有跟 Janice 打过一次电话。因为 Janice 还不错，还有些家长还喜欢找我，因为要办点事情哈。但是呢，这些家长没有跟我讲过说要办什么事情，那 但是你们来找我办事情也很好，我是说都很好。那现在就是就像我刚才，其实今年真的很特别，很特别好，就像我刚刚跟那个 Annie 爸爸妈妈讲，因为他们当时今年是他们的小女儿6年级毕业，那当时他小女儿大班 K2 毕业的时候，他的大儿子在这边是 Grade 6毕业。那我说你们没有第3个小朋友来陪我玩了哈，我很希望再陪我一个。真的
有孙子哦。
有我们毕业生的，有我们毕业生打电话来说他的小孩5个月来保留名，我说5个月太早，我说你来参加说明，他说没有，我以前在那边上课，我说你在这边上课，他说你可能不认得，我说我在这边15年够久吗？他说够，他就讲一个名字，然后我真的知道，所以好，那太好了，接下来我要说的是说呢，我们那个 Kingsley 小主持人们还有话要讲，他们在等我，我先把主持棒交给他们。
Thank you, Principal Grace, and all the guests for sharing some of your wisdom and thoughts with us today. Our dear graduates, it did appear a little daunting at times as we look at all the challenges and tasks that lay ahead of us. But congratulations! You have gone through an incredible academic journey. A journey completed through hard work, diligence, and determination. My name is Kingsley, and I'm your host for today.
We applaud you for your determined endeavors, academic achievement, and remarkable resilience. We also need to offer gratitude to our parents. Without your trust and support, these achievements would not be possible. My name is QB, and I am also your host for today.
Okay, thank you QB and Kingsley, and then the next 2 hosts. 下面2位小主持人会继续他们的主持，来，这是我们下面的行程。
Sophia, can I ask you something? Of course, Ethan. Go ahead. If you were to pick one season out of all the 4 seasons and live with that season for a whole year, what would it be? That's a very good question, Ethan. I think I would go with autumn because the weather is neither too cold nor too hot, and I love watching leaves change color. What about you? For me, I think I will not be able to choose one because I believe all 4 seasons need to occur in order to make our lives complete. How so? Do you know that the 4 seasons can be seen as a metaphor for school life here at Abraham? I have never thought about it like that. And now that you say it, it does look so. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Just as the seasons change and cycle, our lives here at Abraham are always changing and repeating too. Seasons may change, but learning never stops. And just like the changing seasons, our habits, manners, and lifestyles change with us too. Let's give a massive welcome to K2 and their teacher. They want to tell you how each of them have experienced their seasons here at Abraham.
好，我们接下来呢是要欢迎我们今年最小的毕业生，是我们 K2 毕业生。今天的毕业典礼啊，真的是毕业的就是 Grade 6跟 Grade 8，因为你们今天回家以后，我们可能会等你国中、高中才看到你。但是我们的下礼拜1我们会见到这群小朋友，就是我们的 K2 小朋友。可是哦，校长那时候在说明会有讲到，一般的幼稚园是什么？坐下吃喝，起来玩耍。但是给您看看您的小宝贝们 ，K2 2年在亚伯兰成就了什么？我们欢迎 K2。
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, administrators, and of course the graduating class of 2022. My name is Tyrone. Today I have become a K2 graduate. I would like to express my appreciation to Miss Wu and Miss Liang who helped me get where I am right teach me academically. They also taught me how to be a special boy who brings blessings wherever I go. During my time in Miss Young's class, I learned how to use time wisely. I know that I need to finish my work on time. So I should do one thing at a time with clear focus. I will carry this good habit with me when I become a first grader in September. Dear Miss Liang, you did more than prepare me academically. You prepare me for life. I love you. Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here and celebrating with us. My name is Jenny, as my instructor, but Miss Liang always says that I am most diligent and hardworking student in class. I like cleaning and keeping the washroom clean, as I know one small act of kindness can change someone's entire day. I care for the next person who's going to use the washroom. I know that I am easily distracted, and I always can't stop myself from helping others before I finish my own task. I learn to remind myself not to do so in the future. Dear Miss Liang, thank you for inspiring me to be my best and for being there to guide me when I need help. I love you. Good afternoon, my name is Yi Hong. I would like to say, no matter how much gratitude is shown towards you all, it will never be enough. My mom has undoubtedly helped me become the person I am today. Encouragement was one of the many nice things she has done for me. Abraham Academy is not an ordinary school. It is a school that my classmates and I dearly love because we have our teacher, Miss Liang. She taught me that being obedient is the key to being protected. But do you know how to obey my parents? I must do what I am told right away. Do it immediately and don't let them wait, and don't let them tell me the same thing twice. Dear Miss Liang, my gratitude goes out to you today and forever after. I love you. Respected teachers, honorable guests, and all my dear friends, a very pleasant good afternoon to all of you. My name is Lucas. I have spent 2 years of my life in this wonderful school, and these were probably the best years of my life. Everything about these last 2 years has been so precious and blessed. I am incredibly lucky to have been Miss Young's student. She took good care of me with great tenderness and patience. To transform from a baby who was diapers to school to a brave young man navigate standing in front of you now. I used to vomit every day for a long period of time, and I used to feel very insecure whenever Miss Liang was not around. But her love and encouragement helped me to be fearless now. I'm ready and excited about my first day of Chinese school. Dear Miss Liang, thank you for being my first teacher in my life. I will always love you. Family, faculty, and my fellow classmates of the class of 2022, I now rest. We are graduating. Can you believe it? 2 years ago, most of us walked into this school, so nervous for the first day of school. But now, look at us. Let's become obedient and responsible students. Abraham has always been my first choice when I saw how my brother Bason has transformed With this chapter closed, I am certain that we will carry what we have done in Abraham as we start our next school year. Good afternoon, peers, teachers, and parents. I am Chloe. Let's take a look back on the past years of our lives in Abraham. When we started school, we were dropped into a whole new place. Everything was different from what we knew at home. In our first year in kindergarten, we got a better grasp of things and formed new habits. We learned how to wait patiently, line up quietly, learn easy vocabulary. I had no such exams. Looking back on all this, we had it really easy in the beginning. Then K2 hit. Learning new definitions, spellings, and concepts. Reading comprehension. Everything got 100 times more complicated. We adapted to these changes easily and started taking on more responsibilities. We learned how to show our big love in our words and deeds. I believe it's important to recognize all the people that helped get us through today. Thank you so much to the teachers who formed us into the people we are in such a fundamental way. Thank you to our parents and family who supported us along the way and helped us with homework, even if they didn't fully understand it. Lastly, I'd like to tell my favorite Miss Liang, I will always cherish your words. I love you, Miss Liang. A hearty good afternoon to you all. I am Shana. When I was a toddler, I saw how my brother and sister, Carl and Bella, read and write at home. I told myself that one day I want to learn what they were learning too. I joined K1 a little late and struggled a little because I had to catch up with the class. I had a hard time sitting properly like this, and I feel shy speaking up. But Miss Liang was there, encouraging and guiding me through obstacles and difficult days. Dear Miss Liang, I couldn't possibly list all the things that you have taught me, but the most important is you taught me to be a good person, and I will carry that with me for life. You will always be in my heart. I love you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ian. Thank you all for coming here today to celebrate this prestigious event. I especially like to thank Ms. Liang for making kindergarten one of the most memorable and rewarding experiences of our lives. We learned how to organize our drawers, how to put things nicely in our backpack, how to fold our sleeping bags, and most importantly, we learned how to grow up. Ms. Liang said that it's not just about growing taller and bigger. We should care about others more. We should give wherever we need without needing to be reminded. Thank you, Ms. Liang. We should finish our homework quickly and go to bed at 9:30. Thank you, Ms. Liang, for teaching me all these things. You're not just a school teacher, but a teacher for life. I love you. Good afternoon. I am absolutely honored to be standing here sharing this momentous occasion with you. My name is Tommy. I would like to thank my parents for sending me to Abraham. I have learned the most important thing that no other school teaches. It is the key to success. attention during lessons. I should keep my eyes on the person who is speaking and listen wholeheartedly with my ears, and I must sit properly without moving my body. This is the treasure and the best gift that I have gotten from my teacher. Dear Miss Liang, I am extremely grateful to have you as my teacher. Thank you for your patience and kindness. I will always miss you when I feel itchy and get hurt. I hope you will always be there putting on ointments and bandages for me. I love you. Respected teachers, great parents are very special graduates. My name is Liz. I'm extremely delighted to stand here and show my appreciation all of you. Dear Miss Liang, thank you for helping me turn off my show when I was shy. Thank you for teaching me that being a well-prepared student is important. I learned from this opportunity is for those who are well prepared. I will try my best to come to school as early as possible to be a responsible student. I'll remember to wear my uniform on Wednesdays. Thank you for your undying patience when I'm being slow. My appreciation for having you as my teacher is beyond words. I love you.
A pleasant afternoon to you. My name is Jim. I am so honored to express the happiness that I feel in my heart to you on this very important day. First, I would like to thank my parents, Ms. Lee and Ms. Liang, for their dedication and guidance. I do not take one bit of it for granted. As one of the students in Abraham, I can proudly say that we do not need an award or a medal just to prove that we have something special within us. All of us have learned the best concepts that help us do things in the correct way. I love taking Mr. Guo's class the most. In the versatile, I've learned that no matter what I do, I have to leave no stone unturned. And what it means is to take an all-out effort in everything I do. The lessons we have learned from Mr. Guo and Ms. Liang will help us get through our next phase in our education. Dear Ms. Liang, under your guidance, I've not only become a better student, but also a better son, brother, and classmate.
One good afternoon to you all. My name is Toby. I need to start by thanking everyone who has helped me to get to this day. Mr. Shea, Ms. Sabina, and everyone who works behind the scenes in different offices who have helped shape our education. Most importantly, I need to thank my parents who have made sacrifices and worked tirelessly to raise me. Being thankful is one of the many things I have learned from Ms. Liang. I learned to appreciate help from others for when we cannot stand on our own. Thank you, Mr. Guo and Principal Grace, for establishing this amazing school. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I would like to thank all staff members, even our guard. Uncle Charles, our chef, Uncle Damon, and Auntie April, who serves us our lunch. All of them have played a vital role in helping us be where we are now. For all those blessings, I, along with the rest of the class, are sincerely grateful to all of you. I love you all.
My 12 precious little
little angels, congratulations. What an amazing journey that we have together. But remember, this is just the beginning. The years to come will never be easy. And you are very well equipped to take on the next part of your educational journey. And I feel very confident that we have helped you build strong foundations to succeed in the next chapter of your life. Dear moms and dads, thank you so much for sharing and entrusting your child with me and allowing me to be a part of your family for the few years. It's truly been a great pleasure and joy to spend time with your child every day. To my K2 graduates, it was always a pleasure to see your big smiles when you walk into the classroom and to see the growth that you attend throughout the school year. I am gratified that you have put my teachings into practice every time when I saw how organized your shoes were arranged in our shoe rack. This little thing makes me feel like I am in your heart at the beginning of your day. It really amazes me every time when I see how you guys helping each other, folding our 12 sleeping bags into tofu cubes in our sleeping bag cabinet. Other heartwarming moments were when I heard your sweet voices saying,
"Be careful, Miss Liang."
Or,
"Miss Liang drinks and warm water."
These moments made me realize how blessed I am to be around you every day. There are also many other moments that made me feel very proud to be your teacher, such as when you guys surprised me by memorizing the lines in our host audition, and also by surprising me by memorizing the lines in our graduation show within a week. Everyone always loved to sing and dance again and again, despite of the fact that you couldn't catch your breath already. My dear children, you have learned to love learning, and that skill will help you so much as you progress with your education. But life is not just about learning to read and write. They are important, but just as important is to learn how to love, understand, and care for others who are different from us. You are unique, obedient, thoughtful, and responsible. I hope that you carry these traits with you and all the things that we have learned together along with you when you enter first grade and beyond. As you continue with your life journey, my hopes are that you continue to have the ability to tell right from wrong, even though when mom, dad, Miss Liang are not around. With all the equipment that you have, with all the concepts that you have equipped, I believe that you know how to protect yourselves. Dear Tyron, Jenny Wan, Ehong,
Here.
Lucas,
Megan.
Morris,
Here.
Chloe,
I am here.
Shauna,
Shana is here.
Ian,
Present.
Tommy,
I am here.
Liz,
I am here.
Jen,
Yes, Miss Liang.
and Toby.
Yes, Miss Liang.
Please continue taking on challenges. Be loving, love learning, be your own superhero. Laugh and be all you can be. I am grateful that I have been a part of your lives, and there's no greater job than that. The hardest part of my job is certainly this time of the year, giving you back to your mom and dad. But it has been my great honor and privilege to see your personalities unfold each day and to marvel at the splendid miracle of your development. Please take pride in how far you have come, have faith in how far you can go, but remember, don't forget to enjoy the journey. Thank you, everybody.
谢谢 K2 班精彩的演讲。来，红海退场，请。Thank you K2. Great job, great job.
QB, I feel like this pandemic has been going on forever.
I know, Kingsley, but cheer up. Look at it on the bright side. The actions and advice of our teachers have helped us stay safe from this sickness.
That is true, but I must also admit that all these procedures have become tedious.
You mean that we have to put on masks in public, washing our hands for more than 30 seconds, and social distancing wherever we go? These procedures may be tedious, but they have helped us stay safe during this tumultuous time. We should prioritize our health above all else, so that our minds are fresh and our bodies are fit for school and classes.
You make a very good point. I think the teachers, staff, and students here at Abraham have done a fantastic job keeping oral health and hygiene the first priority. Who do you think has benefited the most?
Why don't we find out together? Let's give our grade 6 students a warm applause and welcome them and their teacher onto the stage.
好，接下来是我们 Grade 6的毕业生。我想先用一点点时间哦，今年真的很特别。今年的这今年 how many students？ 我看4啊。今年的4位毕业生，他们都是好家庭。怎么说？因为这个家都是一男一女。Tony 家 Tony 跟 Annie，Bing 家是 Jane 跟 Bing， 然后 Ian 家是 Ian 跟 Elsa， 然后 Alex 家是 Alex 跟慕容。 都是一男一女哦，很特别，而且我们觉得非常荣幸，各位爸爸妈妈都把你的宝贝送到了亚伯拉罕。OK， 那因为Bing现在为了保护大家，他现在在线上，他需要居隔这样子。那现在就是Bing say 耶 ，Hello， 挥哪里才看得到啊？他也看得到，我们在挥手。Alright， 好，那我们就把时间交给 Grade 6的毕业生跟老师们 ，Welcome graduates。
Friends, family, and honored guests, allow me to welcome you to this momentous occasion. My name is Alex Lee. I have been studying at Abraham for 7 years. I have taken 2 intensive classes, and boy were those difficult. Cramming 40 weeks of material into only 8 weeks is a little short of impossible. But you can say impossible without saying, I'm possible. Of course, I was not able to do this alone. I must thank my parents who supported me, my friends who helped me, and both Principal Grace and Mr. Guo for giving me the opportunity to study in the best English school. One speed bump, or maybe I should say mountain, that made learning more difficult this past year was online learning. Although it was nice to be able to continue my education, staring at the computer for hours upon hours, for days upon days, almost made me want to give up. I am not used to using computers, and definitely not used to staring at screens for so long. It made my eyes and head hurt all day, every day. However, despite the glaring difficulties, having to fight how tired I was of online learning, I stuck it out. And finally, things returned to somewhat normal. Now, the eye strain is gone, and the headaches are, well, not gone, but caused by different things like my little sister, or confusing conversations with friends. If we can learn to tolerate the difficulties in our lives, we can become better people for it. I encourage you, fellow students, and you parents and teachers, to not give up, even when you're stuck in a bad situation with things like eternity. Because with hope and tolerance, things will turn out well in the end. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Grade 6's very own Annie Shi. I'm a familiar face around the halls of Abraham Academy, as I've been sitting here for 8 years without even taking summers off. And that means 8 years and 8 summers. I'm very thankful for what Abraham has equipped me with. It has fostered talent and given me a good work ethic that will carry me wherever I want to go or do in the future. As an aspiring English teacher, Abraham has given me a lot of references and examples of what to do. And maybe one or two things that I shouldn't do. When my story here first began, I was not the one who wanted to go. In fact, I tried to fight my way out of it. However, to my parents' surprise, after a few weeks, I found out that I looked forward to going each day. I even pleaded with my parents to let me continue with the junior program here next year. My hope for the students here is that you see coming to Abraham as a luxury, not as a burden. It has prepared me for my future, given me more ability, and desire to continue learning. The things Abraham has given me are not the things that remain at Abraham though. It carries over into my classes at Chinese school as well, and even when I'm with friends. My teachers know that they can count on me to find the right answers, and my classmates see me as an invaluable asset in their English education. It makes me happy to know that I'm already gaining experience as an English teacher, and makes me confident that I will be able to achieve my dream in the future. Now, finally, things have begun to look more like they did in pre-pandemic. Although not yet fully realized, I am able to see my friends at school and hang out with them on the weekends to play a sport or two. Being with friends, although only online, helps me keep my spirits up for this whole ordeal. For this and much more, I thank you, Abraham, and everyone who has worked hard to give me this wonderful experience. Sincerely, Annie Shi.
Good afternoon, one and all. My name is Ian Chang. Years have passed from the day I first stepped through the doors of Abraham Academy, and I'm going to graduate soon. I've been learning here since I was 6 years old, and looking back, life was quite harsh when I first came. There were pop quizzes, midterms, weekly tests, and finals, and each of them was a big challenge for me. However, after paying my dues, I have been trained well in English, as well as how to be an involved citizen in my community, whether that be in my family, at school, or when I'm out and about. I am thankful that I was able to continue my education even during the lockdowns through the online program. I guess humanity has finally discovered the value of youth, because last May, when schools were closed and our graduation show was cancelled, seems like a lifetime ago. We may not live forever, but we certainly found out how to stop time. Speaking of last year's graduation, I was last year's host, and to be an outstanding host, I practiced in the office for an hour each day. There were hand gestures, proper intonation, and memorization, which all had to be drilled into my head. It became such a big part of my life that I was able to give my speech in my sleep. Unfortunately, after all that time invested, the pandemic finally managed to grab hold of Taiwan after almost a year of combating it so well. And with that, the graduation show was cancelled. All that hardship I endured had turned into dust before my eyes. But I think that all of the things wasn't wasted. I saw how the memorization, intonation, and delivery made me into a better public speaker. And I'm more braver now, and I can stand before you with only the smallest shaking in my hands and knees. I guess this is one aspect of tolerance, making the best of a bad situation. And even things seem difficult, being focused and move on, and being focused on the positives that came out of it. We are a little more patient, a little more understanding, and a little more thankful for the blessings in our lives. Thank you, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Bing Sheng.
I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming here today to register with us for the hard work and countless hours of studying that culminates at this very point. I say countless not because there are many, but because I know many of these students spend that much time reviewing for the weekly tests. I hope that we will all improve next year. Having been here since I was in K1, I've seen many students come and go for various reasons. Some felt the studies were too difficult, others lacked the drive and motivation to continue, and others simply did not have passion for English. The students of the grade 6 class know such things. The further along in Abraham you are, you find more reasons to want to stay. Not only it is more challenging, it is also more fulfilling. These past 2 years, however, have been more difficult than most. You see, we all know that the best ways to prevent the Rona is to wear a face mask, social distance, and make sure that your hands are clean. However, the most common way to disinfect your hands is by using alcohol. This is a major concern for people like me who have dry skin and allergies. The constant spraying and respraying left my hands dry and cracked. This was not only painful, but according to our health book, that's like an invitation to germs to come and infect our skin. Don't worry though, I sprayed my hands again with alcohol. This has been a fact of life that was both necessary but aggravating. I'm thankful that finally we aren't as high of a risk as before, and I thank you all for contributing to that. To everyone who helped me on my journey thus far, thank you. And know that the help I received will continue to propel me forward into the next stage of my life.
Good afternoon and good afternoon, graduates. It's been my honor to actually spend the past few months with you guys. You are amazing. You're amazing. And it's a short time. It is, but I'm afraid I have developed some feelings for you guys. And I'm going to be really sad. I don't know how I'm going to survive with Ian coming to class every day, telling me how hungry he is, and then draw all the food that he is thinking about eating later on the whiteboard. That's amazing. And I don't know how I'm going to survive without Bing raising his hand every time in every class and answering each and every of my questions. That's Bing. I don't know how I'm going to survive without Alex in class, that I have to actually speak louder to make him wake up because he's too tired from all the work. But he can still amazingly answer my questions. That's awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. And I don't know how I'm going to survive without Annie. She is an angel. She literally highlighted all the homework that she gave me because I said that teachers' eyes are getting bad and I need a magnifying glass. And that's what she did for teachers to make grading homework easier. So it's sad to see you guys leave, but you know, I'm very confident that what Abraham has equipped you guys with will lead you far, and you'll be doing just fine. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
As Morris from the K2 class just said, many people are afraid of the very first day of school. However, I am afraid of the last day of school. First, because I have to give a speech, and I'm a terrible public speaker. And second, because at the end of the year, we end up having to say goodbye. And every single year, some of our favorite people, they leave. Sometimes forever, sometimes they come back for a visit, but that is not very common. So I hope that you guys will first break the mold and come visit us more and more often, okay?
Yes.
Second, The people up here, they really do deserve a good congratulations. Every single one of them has skipped multiple grades through intensive classes or just by testing out. Ian made a terrible decision. He skipped grade 4 and went into grade 5. And grade 5 is the hardest level of the top 3 levels. So, bad decision. The rest of them decided to go from grade 4 to grade 6. Way smarter. Alex, it has been a pleasure to get to know you, but I have a confession to make. When I first met you, I thought that you were just someone in the class. You didn't speak up. I didn't even realize that you were there or not there in class sometimes. However, in the past couple years, we've spent more and more time together and the classes have been smaller. I think that you really just needed the opportunity to speak up more, and now I have realized how great you really are. Like Ms. Wu said, you can be sleeping and you will still know the answer.
I agree.
It's an incredible thing. I wish that I had that ability. So, I know that in your pursuit of becoming either a scientist or a professional Go player, I know that you're able to achieve what you want. I know how smart you are and how dedicated you are. So if you give it your all, you will be able to become what you want to be in the future. So thank you for being here this year. Annie, the only girl out of all boys. Even last semester we had another boy and male teachers. So it is amazing that you are able to blend in so well, but that is something that you do very well. Even last year, it doesn't matter which group of people you are put into, you're able to blend in very well. You're able to become a good part of the class no matter what other personalities there are. Thank you for making every single class enjoyable and interesting and fun. So congratulations for coming this far and almost being done with the marathon of Abraham. 8 years, 8 summers. Wow, not even I have been here that long. Ian, I have known you for a few years and I have never once seen you with a struggle. I feel that you have just gone through, sailed through, and never really had very much difficulty. So I would encourage you that if you do find yourself in a sand pit or in the off the course and into the grass, in the weeds, that you keep driving yourself forward, because I know that you will be able to keep going straight and you'll be able to aim for the hole-in-one and to never give up and don't settle for par. You can always be better. Just put your mind to it and you can. Being the last student. Whoa, it worked. Although you are a very quiet and maybe a little bit shorter person, you have a very big personality that you bring to the classroom. You are always in the middle of whatever conversation is going on, and I think that's a good thing, so long as the conversations are appropriate. You're always the first one to be able to raise your hand and try and give the answer. You always push yourself and challenge yourself to be the best. And you are like a ball that somebody puts underwater. No matter how much they fight to keep you down, you are always rising to the top. And it is quite amazing that you're able to just skip all these different grades and still perform so well, both socially and academically. So all 4 of our graduates. As I said in the beginning, the last day is the worst day because we do have to say goodbye. But I hope that you guys will come back and show us how much you guys have progressed, because I know that you guys are going to succeed no matter what you guys do and where you go. So thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, graduates. Thank you, graduates. Thank you. Come back for junior class.
Is everything alright, Sophia? I'm not sure, Ethan. There's this weird feeling in my stomach.
Would you like to sit down first? I'll go and ask the teacher for help.
Haha, I was trying to gauge your reaction, see if you will care.
Of course I care. Abraham has taught me to look after one another and to cultivate tolerance.
Speaking of tolerance, I have a question for you. Do you think actions that are done through love patience, and acceptance are good actions. Definitely, Sophia. I still remember one very important quote that I learned in grade 2, and that's to treat others the way you want to be treated.
I remember that. Tolerance is a virtue. We have to behave accordingly at school and in public, and always treat our parents, elders, teachers, and friends with respect.
Just like how we're saluting our junior grade 8 graduates with the biggest respect, right?
Indeed. Now, let us give a big hand to our grade 8 graduates. I believe the reason they stay at Abraham for so long, they surely must go through a lot of highs and lows. We must ask them to share their stories with us.
We give you grade 8.
这两位小姐，这两位女士，是我们，这不是别人，这也不是我们新来的年轻家长，这是我们两位今年国中8年级的毕业生。要跟 K2 的家长们讲一下，我们有国中班。那 Mina 妈妈，这是 Mina， 这是 Elsa， 我是他们从小1的时候认识到现在，所以我说现在你变小姐了。Don't worry, OK。然后 Mina 妈妈说，她去年不是才毕业，怎么今年她又毕业了？大家猜猜看为什么？
跳级
啊，对，她跳级。她从 Grade 4毕业以后呢，她可以考过Grade 7的考卷，然后她可以跳级到8年级。但我要说的是，这就是 Abraham 的根基。其实您的每个孩子，刚刚那4个，我们可以考考看，可能就会跟着跳级到8年级。但最重要的真的是他们这个就是这么愿意的坚定持续到今天。然后还有 Elsa，OK， 那我们就欢迎8年级，来 Mina、Elsa。
Thank you, Ms. Janice. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elsa Huan, and I'm an 8th grade graduate of Abraham Academy. It brings me great pleasure, again, to welcome all of you to the 2022 graduation ceremony. As I'm faced with this maybe just a little tiny sea of smiles, I look back and reflect on the 8 years I've spent here. I must say, I am nothing but proud of what I've achieved here. From barely being able to pronounce words to reciting the lyrics of an entire musical, which I just watched for the 4th time yesterday. Oh, okay. Abraham has helped make English my sharpest weapon, whether it's in the academic field, basic communication, or just exploring my personal interest. Learning through various subjects in a complete English environment and practicing my reading and speaking, writing abilities has increased my overall knowledge, while the strong virtues promoted here has sculpted my personality and my attitude towards hardships and obstacles. As I'm standing here today, I can now finally wholeheartedly say that I'm glad and grateful that the path I chose 8 years ago was not easy, because otherwise I would not be the same person standing here today. Now, before we continue, I would like to take a moment to give thanks to my parents.
Yay!
Thank you so much for your unconditional support and love. And without your dedication and patience, I would not be standing here today. And I also have to thank all the teachers here, especially Mr. Chua, who's here as my homeroom teacher today. Round of applause. Thank you so much for being very patient with me, because I know sometimes I can be really difficult to handle because I ask too many questions.
Not just sometimes.
Yes, not just sometimes. And so thank you for that. And thank you, Mr. Harima. I have no idea where he is. Oh, he's there. Okay, nothing. Your jokes never fail to make me laugh, and I hope you hear this. And of course, Principal Grace and Miss Chen and Miss Sabina, Mr. Shea, and Mr. Goh. Principal Grace and Mr. Goh, your versatiles taught me valuable lessons, not just in the field of English, but also in the difficult challenges of life. So thank you very much for that. Now back to the graduates. July 2nd, 2022, which is today, if you don't know, it's a huge milestone in all of our lives. You can probably tell from how stressed and nervous I am right now, but that's only because today is a day you will never forget. Despite all of our struggles, more recently the COVID situation, like this guy over there. Oh no, he left. Okay, I'm sorry. We made it happen. So for this special occasion, I prepared a quote from my favorite movie. Some people told me to sing this, but I'm not going to because that would be embarrassing. Here's to the fools who dream, foolish as they may seem. Here's to the hearts that break, and here's to the mess we make. A bit of madness is key to give us new colors to see. Because who knows where it will lead us, and that's why the world needs us. So this does not sound as good due to my inability to sing, but the point still stands, which is that sometimes you have to take a leap and follow your heart. And for most of us, the time to take a leap is now, which is the graduation. Because leaving the place and people you know so well can be intimidating and scary. But in life, we must move on, overcome, and improve. So in this brand new chapter of your lives, don't be afraid to break the limitations, and don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own voice. No matter how crazy or unrealistic your ideas may look in others' eyes, and no matter how scared you are, just listen to your heart and go on. This is the only piece of advice I have to offer, and it's from Steve Jobs, so it will have to be correct. And lastly, as fulfilling as today may seem, graduation is not the end nor the ultimate goal. So I urge all of you to seize and embrace the opportunities before you, and take whatever you've learned throughout the past 6, 3, or 8 years, and put these years of hard work into good use. No matter what you learn here, whether it's self-control, compassion, kindness, tolerance, patience, or just how to push in your chairs, I'm super proud of you for that. And as Ms. Liang just said, take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you'll go, but don't forget to enjoy the ride. Congratulations, and thank you all.
It doesn't take the realization that I'll be saying on this stage to remind me of everything I gained here. Just one move, 1 minute ticked away, and one glance at this place I've come to call my second home. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mina, and I can't start to express my gratitude for what I've gained here. I would like to show my thanks first to my mom, and to my teachers, and to Mr. Guo and Principal Grace, who taught and still are teaching me great things, and this source of knowledge and literacy from many sides. Their inspirational powers are legendary, but it's not just the education that keeps me drawn to this place. This is where we persist in the belief of love, faith, and peace, where we learn of morals and principles that people seek yet fail to discover, where we are taught precious rules and the life and the ways of this world. This isn't a place where knowledge is easily acquired or learning is simply fueled by any incentive. This is where we integrate these ideas of love and faith and peace into our very own character. And it is through those kinds of perceptions that we become better people. We also learn about tolerance. It sounds like when somebody is asked to be tolerant, they're consigned to accept everything and anything. But I learned that tolerance is accepting things as they are, not only the good and bad in others, but also yourself. Although we are all flawed, two choices lie ahead of us. Using our acceptance of our flaws as an excuse to not improve, or using it as an opportunity to take steps forward. One thing we can't do, though, is focus on flaws and problems and let them overcome all the good that is in us. Many people drown themselves in the mistakes they've made. I won't allow my thoughts to consume my identity, for they're only a part that makes me unique. This journey has been incredibly mind-opening because no matter what happened, I had the peace of mind knowing that all of the failures, doubt, and scrutiny, all of them were just stepping stones leading me on to a better place. And because of the tolerance I've been taught, they did not define me, they didn't change who I was, and they won't ever hold me back. I've been taught by so many teachers along the way. I can still remember my first year here when I learned there was more to learning than knowledge. My teacher then was Miss Liang. We were a bunch of first or second graders, naive, incompetent, and insubordinate, so naturally there would be a lot of quarrels and issues. But there was one thing I was certain that everyone in our class kept in mind, that was to have a big heart. I'm sure that at that age we wouldn't have understood the concept of being tolerant, but what we did know was to be understanding, having a big heart, so to speak. This was from a long time ago, but it was one of the first lessons I learned here in Abraham, thanks to Miss Liang. It has followed me until now and will continue to live rent-free in my heart and mind. There's this scene in one of my favorite books, The Hunger Games, where someone said that if you put enough pressure on coal, it can turn into pearls. Of course, that's untrue, but behind those words lie a deeper meaning. She's saying if you work hard enough, or the pressure forces you to become what you expect of yourself, you can shine way beyond what you thought. This calls up what Mr. Guo and Principal Gray said in what seemed a long time ago. Pearls among indistinguishable grains of sand, things of beauty that arose out of pressure and pain. That's what we should be. Survivors that can emerge not whole but healed. I can gladly accept who I am because I know I've become a better person through Abraham. The lessons I have learned here could never be forgotten. Now as we stand here, graduation has become the final reality, not as distant as we always thought. We came here as children, but we leave as more than our slightly matured selves. We leave as embodiments of the love shown to us, the faith that strengthens us for the challenges yet to come, and the clarity to see that the future holds more beautiful moments ahead of us, waiting for us to embrace them and savor them and create more of them as we lay our paths to the future. I'll never forget all my yesterdays here in Abraham with my teachers and my fellow students, because they each have a special place in my heart. People say time is money, but my time here is worth more than that. It's worth several fractions of a lifetime full of newfound wisdom. The sunrise that signifies a new day is full of dream and hope, and the love from people that will never cease to exist, like our love for our teachers in Abraham. Thank you.
Thank you for a wonderful speech, Elsa and Nina. Here we go. You two were young and hungry for education, and you did not throw away your shot. And look at where you guys are now. Was the juice worth the squeeze? Brouhaha. So those are some of the words that we just learned here in Abraham. And I can't believe it's been 40 weeks since we started on this journey together. But those 40 weeks have been a blast. I always look forward to each class with you girls because I knew you two were eager to learn. And it was always fun and fun getting your insights on the topics and the lessons that we had in class. Yeah, and I'm really gonna miss the two of you because this is one of the best classes that I've ever taught in Abraham. And I've been here for 8 years, so that's saying a lot. And I'm really honored and happy to have been able to be a part of your journey here in Abraham. And to see you two grow up to be the fine young girls you two are today. I'm now a parent, so I know how your parents must feel and how proud they must be, that both of you, for what you've accomplished. I don't have my own daughter, but if I did, I wish that my daughter would grow up to be just as hardworking as the both of you. To Elsa, just like what Hamilton said in his play, there's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait. I hope you continue to believe in your abilities and know that all your hard work, everything that you want to achieve will come to fruition. And to Mina, it has always been interesting and fun to see how many things you remember from the books that you've read and how well you can incorporate all the vocabulary words that we learn every day or in classes each time into them. it has always been enjoyable to read your paragraphs and your essays. You make me wish I read more books so that I could talk to you about books. I'd like to end my speech with another quote from Hamilton. You have no control who lives, who dies, or who tells your story. So at the end of the day, I hope that you continue to treat and show everyone you meet with love and kindness, and hope that, you know, when the day comes, you don't look back at life with regrets, and that the picture you're painted in is a good one. I know that someday, you two will blow us all away. And as you two move on to the next chapter of your lives, may the odds be ever in your favor. That's it. Thank you.
Today is such a beautiful day. It makes me want to sit on the grass under the clouds and think of the mysteries of the world. Kingsley, do you know which teacher would you be having next year?
That's a good question. I've always wondered about that too. But I have absolutely no idea. I get different teachers each year and I'm fine with it.
Oh, even having Mr. Shea as your teacher?
Exactly. Well, who? Mr. Shea? He's not as good as he looks. I mean he's not as bad as he looks. What I was trying to say is, every teacher is unique. They have their own teaching styles and personalities, but they all have one thing in common.
They did not care who you are or where you come from. Starting from the day we step into their classes, we will feel and understand a sense of belongings.
They took care of us. Sometimes even nagged and reminded me on basically everything. Sometimes even more than my mom would.
Therefore, we also invited some teachers that might teach them before to share their blessings.
Let's give those teachers a huge round of applause.
Abraham 有很多的老师，他们其实也在线上跟我们一起参与今天的典礼。那就像刚才几个毕业生都有提到，有些老师其实以前教过他们，那他们今天也在线上会一一跟我们的毕业生们说说话。那我们就请线上老师来为跟小朋友说话。
Hello.
Hi, Miss Lee.
I'm Miss Lee.
Yes, Miss Lee.
I am currently a pre-K teacher in Abraham. Here, I want to say congratulations to all the graduates and to your parents and families who are celebrating with you today. The word congratulations also means good luck. I know that each and every one of you will succeed in anything you put your minds to. Remember to always work hard and never give up. Good luck to your new coming journey, graduates. Congratulations!
Hello, hi everyone.
Hello,
I'm Little Miss Wu. I'm now teaching the K1 and I'm awesome to graduate this year, the year 2022. Well done, graduate, you've made it. However, this is not the end of your learning journey. Annie, Richard, I've still got your pictures from your first graduation at Abraham Academy. I can't believe it. Years have gone by like that. You have not aged a bit. You just got a lot taller and wiser. Other than what that, both of you are still kind-hearted, determined, and well-spoken students I have known since K2. Today, I'm not here to teach you, but to tell you how much I appreciate your love for us. I hope you carry a new love into your next phase of learning. Listen more carefully, observe more closely, value each opportunity that comes your way, and last but not least, embrace each day with passion and joy. Dear grade 6 and K2 graduates, this is not a goodbye. We should say hello. Hello to the new challenges and new adventure ahead. This farewell marks a new beginning. My warm wishes to you all. Good job.
Thank you, Miss Chu. 那时候跟照片上没有差很多哈，6年前哦。
Good afternoon, all the graduates and parents. I have to say congratulations. I'm very proud of you. I've been teaching for many years, and as a teacher, my dream is to see students graduate and go on to achieve things in life. Each time at graduation celebration, their dream has just come just a little more. I know we won't be seeing much of each other soon, so I'll wish you all the best. Remember, you have to make each day a good day, and you have turned into a good week. Then you have turned into a good month, and you have turned into a good year. Remember, you are going to make more good years to come. Good luck and pray well, my dear graduates.
Alright, QB, what's next on our agenda?
I believe we have some certificates to present out to the graduating students of 2022.
QB, have you ever wondered why students have to go through so much just to receive a piece of paper? What makes it so special?
Well, Kingsley, this piece of paper is special because it is solid proof that we have achieved the required standards in academic and experienced the value of school life. It is evidence of many years of effort and sacrifices made by our graduates, our teachers, as well as our parents.
So this certificate is proof of our time here at Abraham Academy. It contains not only hardships and difficulties we've been through, but countless other memories of joy and laughter we share with our friends and teachers.
As an old saying goes, graduation is not the end.
It is the beginning.
It is a great honor to receive a diploma. Now, let us give our utmost felicitation to the class of 2022.
好，现在我们要颁发毕业证书给我们的毕业生们。那首先会是我们的 K2 毕业生。
Let's give a big hand for K2. 海荣倩、陈其瑞。Jenny Wang。王延杰。曾一厚、郑义宏。陈从华。Morris Shi。 徐静宇。Chloe Yang， 杨丞琳。Shana Huang， 黄千荣。烟障，张宗恩。Tommy Lee， 李默。Liz 蔡云玉。Kim Chen， 张宗俊。Toby Lee， 李明宇。
好，这是 K2 的毕业生们。那接下去我们是 Grade 6的毕业生们。
Let's give a big hand for Grade 6. 张玉恩、燕丈。李连成、Alex Lee。谢秉晴、冰雪。施以晴、Annie Shi。
好，这是我们 Grade 6，接下去就是我们两位 Grade 8。
And now we have our two precious Grade 8 graduates. They are also our senior graduates, Huang Hui and Elsa Huang. Liu Ziji, Mina Liu.
好，那我们还要继续帮我们毕业生有礼物，所以我们现在还要请，毕业生都上来了吗？K2 等一下。好。高年级。好，那Junior Grade 8, do you need to change? Okay, you just come up. They have changed.
Okay. How about the students? Just come to the front, right?
Can you just come? We wear the gown and you come to the stage. We're gonna have some surprise present for you. Okay, Grade 8 and Grade 6, please come up to the stage. All right, can I have some happy music for this? Yay! Yay! No. 呢还装很稳，明年回来主持好了。老师，我因为你读更多的书，为了要教你。Thank you. Thanks. 谢谢音乐，谢谢音乐，谢谢。Thank you. 好，那这样子做，稍等一下。Continue with me. 一灯，然后一灯来，然后上一灯。Now should be Ethan and啊！哦，对不起，因为是有个惊喜，然后我就忘记是我要讲的哈，就是我等了一下。这个惊喜就是今天限定的，只有今天的，就是其实今天的毕业典礼都充满在画里面，对不对？那我不知道你们觉得怎么样？我觉得这比看表演更棒，因为其实借着说话，我们才可以知道人里面想的是什么。那我们刚才听到了很多都是他们的学习、他们的成就、他们的进步、他们的快乐，真的是我觉得这是非常特别，而且我觉得这是非常有意义的。那今天限定呢，就是我们刚才最受欢迎的我们的小朋友 K2 的小朋友，他们其实刚才从他们的演讲就知道他们的能力非凡哈。那他们其实甚至有把主持人讲稿都背起来了。但是今天呢，他们是要有一场演出非常的特别 ，Only for today， 也只有在现场。我们欢迎 K2 Miss Liang and K2，welcome。
的学费白交吧。我真的，
而且要从小就送来。
我们不是在招生，我真的在下面看的时候，我真的是，你们不觉得他们刚开始的时候，你们觉得说这是什么学校？幼稚园要这样子，好像这么的规矩，这么的郑重。可是当你们看到这一刻的时候，你们就知道。我们在做的是什么？我们不是只是在做一个样板，我们是在做一个这就是一个五育，懂我的意思？我有点我真的很感动。对，所以老师都很用功，对不对？老师真的很尽心，所以在这里真的是你们好棒，再给我们拍拍手。
那个跳到那个衬衫都已经到外面来了。鞋子也掉了，只有口罩戴住，其他全掉。然后你们看到
伊斯特谢说，今天不准流汗哦，只可以在这个时候流汗。
Great, K2 好，现在要属于你们 ，Principal 哥要送小礼物给你们。OK, let's have some music.
凯若在哪里？
凯若 ，OK。也跳得很棒哦。那边也是双胞胎。哦。Toby。啊 ，Toby 要出国读书了。Congratulations。
We are extremely lucky to be able to gather together for this wonderful ceremony. This year has not been easy for everyone.
I know, right? I can't believe we have been wearing masks at school and in public for more than 2 years.
This is a year full of surprises, challenges, obstacles, and individual growth.
Even during COVID crisis, Abraham has taken firm and precautionary steps towards taking care of health as well as our academic excellence. We never stop doing what is necessary and important.
Since the beginning, we have taken the pandemic seriously and started to take care of our health and hygiene. Even to this day, we have not let our guards down.
We are here today because each and every one of us believe in one another. It takes a village to make all these happen. We are grateful for so many things.
Thank you, parents, for providing us the building blocks of education, school life, and everything we will need for our future.
Thank you, teachers, for letting us become better individuals.
Thank you all so much for participating. To wrap up the ceremony, let's offer our immense gratitude to the classes of 2022 teachers, staff, Principal Grace, Mr. Gould, and all the guests who have worked hard to make this day possible.
Thank
you everyone for coming and have a fantastic evening.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest. 好，各位家长们，如果我们今天是在成品的话，我们现在就开始罚钱了，因为我们已经超时了。但是还好，我们在 Mr. 郭跟校长 build 到这个家里面。我现在呢，就是呢，今天其实已经典礼告一个段落了，可是因为真的很像在家里，很开心你们来。所以只要你们有时间，我希望你们留下来，你们可以跟你们毕业生孩子、跟校长、跟美丽的花朵气球，或者跟 Mr. Shay 或者跟 Miss Mina 拍照。然后呢，如果您觉得您下午还有事，您要先离开也可以。但是一样，我本来很胖，我今天就是我在亚伯兰15年了，就是每一年累积那个哭点就越低，真的很奇怪的事情。但是今天很特别，我今天很开心，因为我们的看到年轻的孩子们，真的是。我真的觉得很骄傲，很以 part of the school 为荣。那很谢谢你们花这么长时间跟我们一起在这边一起做这么有意义的事情，这真的是一个 new journey， 真的是个新的开始。Mr. Ben 一直想讲话。
Miss Can you invite my teachers in the classrooms to come over here? They are actually in the classroom.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, the teachers in the classrooms, can you come up to join us right now? We can take pictures together. Thank you.
Thank you。所以我们其实因为防疫的关系，我很谢谢大家尽量的配合。那我们有些老师也刚好在线上的方式。现在我们最后这段时间，那我想我们都戴着口罩，还是很安全。那现在就是一个开放的时间上，对吗？我们就去所有家长，或者说你们平常不敢跟校长说话，今天觉得可以跟他说话的，也欢迎来跟校长说话。Thank you all for coming， 谢谢你们来 ，Thank you，Thank you。现在开始我们但是我们的毕业生还是要上台跟你的爸爸妈妈一起照相，好吗 ？OK，Thank you 哦，谢谢。后面有洗手间，如果需要的话，那如果你们先离开。